A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will put total leather to crank us up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Makes a man miss. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quick release on the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone. Looking downfield on first down.
And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning on the Jets. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Dawgz hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. Hard running there. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The give to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire 1st quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Lewis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Here comes the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
On the run, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back. I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dawgz will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dawgz need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Dawgz with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dawgz! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush is on him.
zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Well, no, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Volunteers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down.
Cut. Come on, set. Go.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Flips it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. out of the gun to give to the back. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Got it.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them.
Oh, and they blocked it. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. At midfield, he's got room. Off to the races. Turning it on. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the heat. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw at Stockton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Pulls and fires complete. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to play manage.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Snap it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the comeback is on.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Dawgz come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air. It's Stockton. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Staley. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. Heaves it deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move the defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Going to swing it on second down. Shoots it to the left. He caught it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Touchdown, Vols! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws and fires complete.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. And off from the shotgun. Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They forced another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's still running after the move. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's McCray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get the fourth quarter, it's a one-score game. You got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stuck.
Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick release by the QB. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dawgz! And
tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. Trying to barge their way in. He barges his way into the end zone for the two, and we are locked up here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Dawgz are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. To start this drive at their own 47. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Grab over the middle, it's dealt. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, trying to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Now facing a third and long. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're